Hello. Can you hear me, everybody?
Yes, everybody.
Can you hear me, everybody?
Okay, I can hear.
Yes. Okay, so let's start. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of our Bethuadahari college, first of all, I would like to welcome our eminent speaker, Dr. MD Nijairul Islam.
Also, I also welcome
eminent dignitaries who are among us
in this
webinar.
And finally,
I welcome our dear participants.
In this platform,
I am very pleased and happy to announce that our Bethuadahari college
is now going
to organize one-day state-level webinar
on the
topic education in post-COVID-19 era.
So now we will be
starting the webinar very soon.
The
eminent speaker is already among us.
Now, I request our respected teacher in charge, chairperson of this webinar, Dr. Suhas Rai, to start the webinar, which is welcome address. So may I now request our respected chairperson, Dr. Suhas Rai, to start the webinar, which is welcome address. Sir, please. Can you hear me, sir? So can you hear me?
Hello. Yes.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Is you audible, sir?
Audible.
So now, yes, sir. You are audible. I am asking to start the webinar with your valuable welcome address.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our webinar. It is being organized by the IQSC of Bethuadahari. It is our privilege that so many participants have shown their interest to join this webinar. Due to technical inadequacy, we could not provide accommodation to all in Google Meet platform. A separate platform, YouTube Live, for the rest of the Principal Chapter Mahavidyalaya amongst our delegates. Both of them are honorable members of our committee. Besides this, we find Dr. Swapun Kumar Roy, Principal Navadip Vidyasagar College, and Dr. Basanto Pradhan, Principal Classic College, are also among us. They are friend colleagues. We are going through a very unprecedented phase of time. We have a hostile situation. Offices, factories, mines, transports were not closed for such a long period of time. We are all staying home out of fear and helplessness. As if innumerable invisible cannibals are wandering outside our doors. But the nature of human is peculiar. It gets immense pressure to accept and to overcome challenges. The history of human civilization is the success stories of humankind over the challenges of poverty, ignorance, diseases, epidemics, calamities, and disasters. This initial retreat is nothing but our strategy of preparation. Soon we shall jump over the battlefield to cope up with invisible enemies and find out ways and means of running the wheel of life. We strongly believe that we shall overcome to resume our daily routines and to achieve our goals. Still, we know that we have to adapt with the new situation.
প্রেজেন্টিং শুরু করে
Normalcy will not be restored
না তো কথা বলার প্রেজেন্টিং শুরু করে দিচ্ছি
our lifestyle, our mode of delivery of education, our academic infrastructure, the teaching, learning, evaluation methodologies are to be changed and revised drastically to match those new normal situations. Today's webinar shall deal with this subject matter. It is nothing but shaping the future, teaching, learning and evaluation methodologies standing on the ground reality. The resource person invited for this job will certainly elaborate his present consumption. The topic of the webinar chosen is very much relevant and useful in the present context.
Hello, Major. Hello, Major. May I proceed now?
Yes.
The background sound is very much there, so I come to hear. Minimize the background.
Problem arises.
এটা বলে দাও তুমি যে অসুবিধা হচ্ছে।
Okay, okay.
Participants, please
Mute
mute
your audio.
Participants are requested
to mute their audio, please.
Participants, whoever is joining,
Please mute your audio.
Okay, it's quiet now. Now, Major, hello.
Yes.
I can hear you.
Can I proceed now?
Due to some technical problems.
Okay, before I begin, you should give me a signal, okay?
Yes. I will give you a signal. Then you will begin. Okay.
Okay.
আমাদের কলেজের স্টুডেন্ট খুব বোঝে সেই সংস্কৃত ডেলিগেশন কিছু করার নেই। আমি স্যারকে বললাম, স্যার আপনার নেট প্রবলেম, কালকেই বলেছি সব কিন্তু ঠিক আছে, কিন্তু এখন তোমার সাউন্ড বন্ধ আছে। স্যারকে একবার দেখো, আমি এর উপর রিকোয়েস্ট পাঠাবো। আরো কেটে যাবে স্যার, এবার একবার রিকোয়েস্ট পাঠিয়ে দিচ্ছি।
Dear participants, please be patient. We are facing some technical problem. We will be overcoming that very soon and proceeding our webinar.
I request all the participants,
Please be patient, please.
feedback চলে তাকে জয়েন হতে পারবে না?
ওকে আচ্ছা উনি ওই তো উনি ওই যে কত রিকোয়েস্ট না স্যারকে তো বলেও দিয়েছিল পুরোটা স্যারকে তো সবাইকে থ্যাংক ইউ জানিয়েই বলেছে আচ্ছা স্যারকে আর বলবে না নেক্সট স্টেপে যাবে বুঝতে একটু এটা করো ওর সঙ্গে আমি প্রেজেন্টেশনটা অফ তাহলে স্যার আমি ওর সঙ্গে আমি প্রেজেন্টেশনটা অফ করব হ্যাঁ তাহলে আচ্ছা জয়েন সাউন্ড অন করতে বলো তাহলে দেখে দেবে
Your participation. The very topic that is education in COVID-19 is a very relevant topic nowadays. We are all aware of the situation that we are undergoing nowadays. You know that the COVID-19 pandemic has affected almost every aspect of humanity and more than education. The COVID-19 has made the transition from the art of teaching to the science of learning. And that's why on this COVID-19 pandemic is set to change the world tonight, and we know. The way of organizations, organizations and people can function to radically change patterns for the long term. The education sector is undergoing technology right now. But several concerns which are the education technologies have been focusing for long is not happening. So at least EdTech is a short term for education technologies. Enthusiasts have been predicting that technology will become the biggest interdisciplinary of teaching learning processes. In the world going on like COVID-19 pandemic, millions of students across the globe have been running out of their universities, places and platforms. The professors are confined to their homes. Our education stands is segregated and with a certain publicly take teaching and learning. That's why our topic is COVID-19 era. So now we are our eminent speaker, Dr. Nijairul Islam, to start his lecture. But starting his lecture, I am just introducing him. Dr. Nijairul Islam is the eminent consultant to Gazole Mahavidyalaya, Malda. He has also edited some books and he was one of my former colleagues where I used to start. He is very familiar with us. He is a very great person. Now, we are request Dr. Nijairul Islam to start his lecture.
Thank you, Mirja. Before I start, I will request you to mute all the participants, okay? Otherwise, they cannot hear me. Please mute all the participants. Cheers.
Cheers.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So, good morning to everybody in this webinar. First of all, my gratitude goes to Dr. Subhash Rai, the teacher in charge of Bethuadahari College and the chairman of this webinar, for giving me an opportunity to speak something on the very well chosen theme, education in post-COVID-19 era. Mirza Hassan Alam, who described me to be a very eminent person. I'm not so eminent as he spoke about me. My thanks goes to him for inviting me to this session. And I also heartily criticize all the participants. So a crisis has made us. We feel that we are gradually tightening our jaws to tackle this crisis. So dear friends, about the crisis, a few unprecedented moments in the whole range of human history. The sudden surge of this pandemic called COVID-19, popularly as coronavirus, that's rather to say, it has left human beings awestruck since the beginning of the 2020. Now we are going to our day with the news of corona, and we are waking up with the updates of the global pandemic. Till date, now 10 million people have been attacked and 500,000 died around the world. In order to mitigate the spread of the infection, people are being asked by the government to practice social distancing and get themselves locked down in their home. And educational institutions, marketplaces, restaurants, malls, movies, theaters, offices, factories, places of worship, parks, airlines, railways, and many more to mention. Almost everything except emergency services have been temporarily closed, and personal meetings and social gatherings have been replaced by jargons like webinars, online meetings, and work from home. So, what type of lesson can we draw from such a crisis? Remember, friends, when going gets tough, one gets good. So Corona has topsy-turvied our whole life. It has thrown before us a challenge, and we have to hone our skills to beat it. We're fortunate to have been born in this age of information and technology, communication technology, which has become to be a panacea for many of us to tackle these problems we are facing today. COVID-19 has made every organization realize its limitations and potentials. It has proved that only resilient, adaptable, and future-ready institutions can survive. As per the theme of my lecture today, I'm only going to focus on how this crisis is impacting our educational field, what is going to be the role of the teaching community to bounce back from this crisis, and how we are going to save the future of our dear students. This pandemic has shaken the entire educational setup, as I have already mentioned, both schools and higher education, and it has compelled the institutions to explore alternative methods, alternative platforms to reset the educational activities by establishing communications with our dear learners. Teaching learning in remote digital mode has become a panacea at this disruptive time. Now, I will talk with you. I will present some PowerPoint presentation. I will take help of this presentation and go with my lecture. I am audible. I am visible also, I hope. You can see the slides. Mirza, can you see?
Yes,
I can see.
Yes, I can see.
Now, anonymity of this pandemic.
Yes,
The sudden spread of COVID-19 is in in almost 213 countries has left human beings awestruck since the beginning of 2020, and about 10 million people have been attacked, as I mentioned earlier. Now, have a glimpse at the Indian education sector as we are talking about the impact of COVID on educational setup, educational sector. Now let us have a glimpse of the Indian educational sector. 13.42 lakh Anganwadi centers are there as per the report of Niti Aayog, June 2015, and they serve 8.4 crore below 6-year-old age group children. In school education sector, there are about 1.5 million schools, 8.5 million teachers, and about 250 million children, according to UDI's report. Now look at the higher education sector. There are 993 universities and about 40,000 colleges and 10,725 stand-alone institutions. The total enrollment in higher education has been estimated to be 37.4 million. Open universities and distance education institutions cater to almost one-third of the learners in higher education sector. Now, what is the impact of COVID-19 on education sector in India? This is the focus point or focal point of our speech today. These are the impacts. Now, point-wise, I will draw your attention to the impact of this pandemic to our educational setup. First of all, educational institutions saw a complete closure. Face-to-face teaching learning of about 25 crore primary and secondary level as many as 2.8 crore pre-primary level children got a huge setback, according to a recent survey by UNICEF. Next, ongoing exams withheld or postponed, exams of various classes under boards, councils, and semester-end exams, and final year exams of and many other entrance tests of universities and competitive exams all came to a sudden halt. Next, academic sessions deep disrupted. NCERT already has released an alternative academic calendar for home-based activities for various subjects at school level, UGC has recommended that the academic session in universities and higher educational institutions be started from September or rather October. Then you see non-availability of textbooks. Many learners, especially in secondary level, they are without textbooks as schools could not supply these textbooks provided by the government free of cost before the lockdown. In lockdown period, publishing houses could not print books, and so students are not getting ones even in the market. Next, curricula remain unfinished. What is this? Actually, already half of the academic session is gone, in complete lockdown situation. Naturally, where is the scope of curricula getting covered? CBSE is already mulling about setting the curricular load. Others, I think, might follow the same way. Next, there is the Guardians demanding 2020 as no academic year. According to a survey, 91.3% parents of students ranging from nursery to class 12 from Western UP, Gurugram and National Capital Region demanded that 2020 and 2021 be declared as no academic year. 97% parents did not think that schools are safe zones for children. They do not think that schools are safe zones for children. Next, there is possibility of growing students' apathy towards traditional classroom. Actually, closures of schools for a long time is going to be detrimental for children as they are missing their daily interactions with their peers, with their teachers at school. The loss of possibly half a year, if not the full academic session of 2020-2021, It is going to make students apathetic towards resuming schooling after a huge gap. Next, there is the possibility of increase in malnutrition of children at school level. You know, school closure also means loss of cooked midday meals for the
I can't see even slides, please.
You cannot.
We can see the slides. PPT presentation is not visible.
It's not visible.
We can't see the slides. No, we can't see the slides.
You cannot see the slides?
No, we can't see the slides now.
You cannot see the slides right now. Okay, now I am escaping and again I am going to share PPT presentation. PPT presentation is not visible.
Yes.
Okay. Present now. It is not visible. Please give me 1 minute. Okay. Can you see now? Can you see?
Yes.
Can you see now?
Yes.
Yes, you can see now. You can see now, no? Okay, so I was
No.
You cannot see?
No, we can't see now.
Why? Where is the problem? Is there any technical problem on your part?
No, there is not any technical problem.
No, I am sharing with the sharing option. I am going to share the slides. Was it all together not visible?
We can't.
So, can you suggest me anything?
No. Sometimes it is visible and sometimes not visible.
Why? What is the problem? Okay, so what should I do? Should I speak only or present the slide? I think there is some technical problem on your part.
At the very beginning, when we have shown it for the first time, it was visible very well. But now we can see it.
You cannot see now. You cannot see now.
Sir, there is no problem in your part. Sir, there is no problem in your part. It is only the problem of that guy. It is no problem there. Okay, you can go ahead, sir.
Can you see the slide, sir?
Okay, sir.
Okay, so there is the possibility of increase in malnutrition of children at level. Please minimize the background sound. Please, I can't hear anything. Minimize the sound, please. Okay, so school closure means loss of cooked midday meals for about 11.6 crore school children from class 1 to 8, you know. Next, there is the possibility of increase in child laborers. Increase in child laborers, mind the point. People serving in organized sectors are losing jobs and livelihoods, and it is going to leave a deep impact on their children. More children will be pushed out of school, and instead they will be compelled to support their family by ending up as child laborers. There is another possibility of girl-child marriage may increase. You know, girl child, it is rampant in possibly perhaps in West Bengal. So girl child marriage may increase in this lockdown situation. Actually, child marriage, especially of girl child from poor families, it may increase. There is another possibility of increase in the number of cases regarding child rights violation. Child rights violation, you know, the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, which we call NCPCR. It is the primary monitoring agency of the RTA 2009, and it has seen a huge swell in the number of complaints regarding child rights violation. In the previous year, the NCPCR addressed around 5,000 complaints. And post-outbreak, that is beginning in March 2020, this has increased about 8-fold. It is the study, we have got it from Kumar. So that is another concern for us. Okay, that is another point. Switch over to online teaching learning method. Management of the educational institutions have started moving towards digital mode of teaching learning as a stopgap arrangement to minimize the academic loss of learners. Next, e-resources getting used in academic purpose. Certain states like Uttar Pradesh have planned to launch a high-quality ed-tech applications along with using e-resources suggested by the MHRD, including e-Pathshala, Doordarshan, All India Radio, and Community Radio to promote audio-visual-based learning. Next, learners' development of psychomotor domains being handled. Actually, learners, though online teaching may nourish their cognitive domains, development of their psychomotor domains is being hampered. Next, children getting under depression. This is a very important point of view. Being overloaded with online study materials or sometimes being unable to procure the necessary gadgets to take access of online classes, children are going under depression. Always at home, they are also being maltreated by their parents during lockdown period. There is another possibility of emerging ODL as a parallel mainstream education system. What is this? Actually, ODL, with outbreak of COVID-19, where all the educational institutions are undergoing lockdown, technology-enabled ODL is the only alternative. And it is assumed that ODL can become the parallel mainstream education system even after this COVID-19, and the number of students getting enrolled in ODL mode will increase by many times. There is another possibility of starting online degree courses at a massive level. According to Times of India report, after permission, that is nudged by the MHRD, UGC is already set to tweak rules for initiating online degree courses at 230 universities which fulfill one of the two criteria. One, 3.01 or above score, or among the top 100 in national institutional ranking, that is NIRF rank. So now the question naturally comes, why this switch over to online mode? In ICT led to do instructional methods and techniques long before COVID.
কোনটা বলছি সেটা তো আমি সেটা শুনে বলো কোনটা বলছো আমি তো এগুলো বুঝে না তো আলাদা
the world wide many universities in India have already adapted to learning on campus.
উনি হলো উনি কেটে গিয়েছে সিগন্যাল প্রবলেম তুমি বলো তুমি তাদের দেখো বলো সিগন্যাল প্রবলেম হয়েছে ওয়েট তোমাকে দেখা যাবে যে
Hello participants, we are facing some technical problems. Please stay tuned with us. We are coming back very soon. Due to some signal problem, our resource person has been off. He will be coming very soon. Please stay with us and cooperate us.
we are facing some problems. Please stay with us. We will be resuming our webinar very soon.
edit করে ফোন করবো নাকি হলো ये तो ऑफ हो गए ना 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 शुद्ध बात में देखो आप ये आप ज्वाइन को मिल दो ना 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 अच्छा अच्छा अरे यस কালকে থেকে কলেজে আসবো এখানে করোনা করা হ্যালো হ্যাঁ Yes, yes.
Hello.
Yes, you
Yes, we can hear you now.
Oh, this is the problem of online or digital or remote teaching. You know, I have already
Yes,
mentioned
yes,
that.
yes.
now possible.
Okay. So,
Can you display those slides?
Are not visible, please. So, please check if there is any problem from your end.
no, I have no problem on my part. I
Our
am
participants
Cannot apply.
they are
They are
missing
messaging us continuously.
but I am presenting whenever I make presentation, I am presenting my slide and I can do it very well from now. So what is the problem? I can't understand.
so very
Continue with your slide.
possible.
Okay. So the doubts, I was talking about the doubts. Okay. So first doubt was about the feasibility of online education in reality. When we think about the advancement of in the field of artificial intelligence, which we call AI, there is no room for any doubt in terms of feasibility. It is possible that machines would take up the job of teaching, conducting classes, clearing doubts, and almost all the duties a human teacher does in a classroom. Next comes the doubt regarding the effectiveness of online classes. So regarding this doubt, some people say whether online education could be as effective as conventional mode of teaching learning. So it is to be accepted that machine is after all a machine. All these hardware and software packages are only just tools to aid the process of learning. Therefore, the success of online education depends upon the effective content generation, designing and planning for its delivery by the teacher. The third doubt is about replacement of human teacher by machine. So it is a greater doubt. It is about the replacement of human teacher one day by machine. So look, my friends, technology is only a tool. It can only supplement the effort of the teacher. It can never supplant you. The teacher is required not just for transferring the content but also for motivation, inspiration, and eventually for providing direction to the society. And the last doubt is regarding the feasibility of creating an environment suitable for online teaching learning. So this doubt pertains to creating an environment for online education with necessary gadgets, with necessary equipments and investment. It is true that many educational institutions are not able to catch up to the demand only for the reason that these technologies are a bit costly to afford. So these are the doubts regarding the online education. Now, some online teaching learning tools and resources or resource platforms recently heavily used. You know all about it. I will not go into detail. I will just mention some online teaching learning tools and resource platforms. You know about Study Wave of Active Learning for Young Aspiring Minds, which we call SWAM. It is an integrated platform for various online courses across the educational levels and subject areas. All the massive open online courses, which we call MOOC. These MOOCs are developed under the aegis of MHRD and they are offered through SWAM. You know about SWAM Proba? It is a group of 32 DTH channels devoted to telecast high-quality educational programs on 24/7 basis. So, curriculum-based video programs at postgraduate, undergraduate, certificate and school levels covering diverse disciplines are available on these channels. Then there is National Repository of Open Educational Resources. It offers resources for all school subjects and grades in multiple languages. You know about ePathshala. One can download and share collections of e-textbooks for all classes and all areas of the curricula from class 1 to 12 in English, Hindi, Sanskrit and Urdu language in this platform. You know about eVidwan, one of its key objectives is to compile academic and research profiles of academics, professors, and research scientists working in leading academic and research organizations in India and abroad. You know about it. The portal, more than 80,000 ebooks from class 1 to 12 created by CBSE, NCERT, and state boards or union territories are available in multiple languages in this portal. You know about Schoology. It is a powerful learning management system that helps to communicate with students, manage our classrooms, and collaborate with our colleagues. There is YouTube, much familiar technology. It is an online video sharing platform that allows users to upload, share, view, comment, rate, and add to playlists small video clips and video programs. There is WhatsApp. All of us use WhatsApp. This application is being widely used among undergraduate students to send multimedia messages like photos, videos, audios, along with simple text messages. There is Zoom. It is a platform for synchronous class session where everybody can log into a web conferencing system. There is Google Classroom. In this platform, a teacher can share study materials, distribute different individual or group assignments, and even can send her feedback to students. There is Google Meet. Using this platform, we can connect with a group of people from anywhere in a video conference, as we are doing now in this webinar. There is Class Dojo, Edmodo, Virtual Labs, etc. Now, we will challenges of continuing with online teaching learning. What are the challenges? Just a few minutes back, there was a technical glitch. I had to leave out the session, and again I had to join. So when we think about the challenges of continuing with online teaching learning, first of all comes this point in my mind. Learning depends on the readiness of teachers and the taught to accept this method. On a digital platform, how students learn and communicate with others is largely dependent on the readiness of both teachers and students to accept it. There is disparity in access to gadgets. While 24% Indians own a smartphone, only 11% of households possess any type of computer, which could include desktop computers, laptops, notebooks, notepads, palm tops or tablets. There is disparity in access to internet. Only 4% of Indian households have an internet facility. So while we boast of digital India, these disparities are glaring at us. While 66% of India's population lives in villages, only 15% of rural households have access to internet services. For urban households, the proportion is 42%. There is digital disparity across states also. Think the proportion of households with access to a computer varies from 2.7%, a meager figure, in Bihar, and it is 34.7% in Delhi. In Delhi, Kerala, Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Punjab and Uttarakhand, more than 40% households have access to internet, while it is less than 20% for Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh and our own West Bengal. There is gender disparity also regarding internet usage. While 67% men had access to internet, this figure is only 33% for women. The disparity is more prominent in rural India, where the figures are 72% and 28% for men and women respectively. There is poor connectivity and signal issue. A few minutes back we had that issue. A report by School News say that in case of mobile data, 40.2% face poor connectivity and 56.6% face signal issues. Mind it. There is problem for digitally inept teachers. A large number of teachers have never used an online environment to teach. There is lack of conducive environment for e-learning. As per a NSSO report, 37% of households in India have one dwelling room. So it would be just a luxury for many of the learners to attend lectures in an undisturbed environment. There is illiterate guardians. They are unable to help their children in e-learning. Nearly 45% of our population above 15 years of age is either illiterate or has just attended formal primary education. In rural India, such population consists of almost 70%. So this section may not have the required level of education to help their children in e-learning. There is learners' inability to afford the cost of e-learning. Many students, especially whose families have lost income as a result of lockdown-related job loss, they will not be able to afford the cost of e-learning. There is possibility of negative impact of social relations among peers, teachers, and the top. The social class gap between the teachers and the students may widen after the school reopens, if it reopens after lockdown period. And this e-education, e-teaching is not beneficial for marginalized primary school children. India cannot afford to provide primary education in e-teaching learning method. There is problem. This system, e-teaching learning, it is problematic for learners with disabilities. They cannot access e-learning resources. There is also concern regarding cyber security. Cyber security always remains a concern in the use of online education platforms. A few days back there was a rumor, rather a report, that Zoom is not at all safe for the users. There is low income private and government schools. They may not afford the cost of e-learning. As a result, these institutions will face complete shutdown due to no access to e-teaching learning. There is problem in monitoring students' understanding and getting feedback. In an online environment, it is always harder to monitor students' understanding, and there is a possibility that the lecture flow may be delivered too early. Students may not catch up to that speed. They may be lost. There is another problem. There is no or little scope for co-curricular activities. There is insufficient budget allocation for e-learning. This is the last problem that I will highlight on. In 2020-21, the MHRD budget for Digital India e-learning was reduced to 44 crore from 504 in 2019-20. You see, look at this problem. We are speaking about digital India and we are cutting the budget allocation for these. So these are the problems. So there are also some positive sides of digital learning, It may build confidence and communication skills. ICT-enabled teaching learning will help in developing abilities to identify and solve problems, build teams, develop critical thinking abilities, and strengthen soft skills. It will augment experiential learning. The switch over to online teaching learning will lead to a movement away from rote learning, and it will reproduce information to experiential learning. It will also allow wider choices of gaining knowledge. Now learners as well as teachers, they can learn and teach in multiple resources as I have stated earlier. There is availability of international expertise in online teaching learning. You may stay at home and you may avail yourself of international expertise in different subject areas. There is another dividend, rich course materials in less time. Teachers now can draw on quality study materials from around the world in various formats and adapt these to local contexts. Next, there is universal access and increased flexibility. If all learners and teachers are blessed with required gadgets and internet access, online education has an advantage of universal access and increased flexibility. There is another good, teachers getting motivated in new pedagogy. It has been observed that teachers were generally motivated when they were provided the opportunity to gain new pedagogical knowledge through online teaching learning, including opportunities to experiment with new pedagogy, reflect on classroom teaching, and gain new understanding of assessment issues. So, I am at the fag end of my lecture. In the post-COVID-19 era, the following issues should be kept in mind while we will be back in our traditional classroom. My friends, if winter comes, can spring be far behind? So gradually, Corona era will end and we will again resume our regular teaching learning with our dear students in educational institutions. But it is sure that life would never be the same as it was before Corona came. So we have to maintain some safety measures in post-Corona era, at least in educational institution. First of all, strict social distancing should be maintained. Next, we have to limit the number of students. Classes may run in 2 4-hour shifts. This will at least reduce students' academic loss and may also help in addressing the possible increase in dropouts due to long shutdown. Next, it is important to keep in mind that technology is merely a learning medium. It can be a breeze, never a destination. And finally, the primary goal of any remote educational experience should be more on the quality of learning and creating equitable learning opportunity for everybody, rather than only quality measurement or quantity measurement of their outcomes. My dear colleagues, dear participants, the onward march of life never comes to a stop. It must go on. With that hope, I pray to the Almighty that we may get over this crisis and come out stronger than before. I quote from the first stanza of Dushomoy, a well-known poem by our Rabindranath Tagore. He wrote, যদিও সন্ধ্যা আসিছে মন্দ মন্থরে, সব সঙ্গীত গেছে ইঙ্গিতে থামিয়া, যদিও সঙ্গী নাহি অনন্ত অম্বরে, যদিও ক্লান্তি আসিছে অঙ্গে নামিয়া, মহাশঙ্কা জুপিছে মৌন মন্তরে, দিক দিগন্ত অবগন্থনে ঢাকা, তবু বিহঙ্গ, ওরে বিহঙ্গ মোর এখনই অন্ধ, বন্ধ করুণা পাখা। Thanks to all of you. I end here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nijairullah, for your valuable lecture. I hope all the participants, including the staff of our college, will be very much engaged hearing your lecture. And now I request our chairperson, Dr. Suhas Rai. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Can you hear me, sir? Hello? Can you hear me, sir?
I am listening.
Okay. So, our eminent speaker, Dr. Nijairul Islam, has ended his lecture a few seconds ago. Now I'm asking you once again to say a few words, and then we'll be switching over to our next session, that is the vote hang. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes. Got one? Nobody asked me the question.
Yes. The participants are requested
Then go to
to put their question in it. The participants are requested to put their question in it. Yes, sir.
any question and question.
From the end of the
Invite for vote of thanks.
if there is not any question or queries, then we will be switching over to our next session, that is the vote of thanks. Can you proceed now? Okay. So now we will come
Yes.
the end of our webinar. Now it's the time to pay vote of thanks. This regard, now I would like to request Dr. Ronnie Sarkar, HOD Political Science, Bethuadahari College. I now request him to pay vote of thanks. Ronnie Sarkar, please. Can you hear me? Ronnie Sarkar, are you here? Ronnie Sarkar? Hello? Can you hear me? Yes. Am I audible? Yes. You are audible and visible. Now, yes. So, we have vote of thanks, please. Wow, what a presentation. So informative was. Here we come to the end of today's webinar. It's my privilege to put the vote of thanks on behalf of our esteemed institution, that is Bethuadahari College, Bethuadahari, West Bengal. To express our special gratitude to Dr. Nijairul Islam, Assistant Professor and Head, Department of Education, Gazole Mahavidyalaya, who has spared his precious time and with this webinar, which is knowledge-filled scientific lecture. A warm thanks goes to our teacher in charge, Dr. Suhas Rai, for delivering the... You are not visible. You are not visible. You are not visible. You can expose so that we can see you. My camera is on, but my camera is on. Please take a picture from the mobile or the device. Yes. Please go on. Okay. One thanks goes to to our teacher in charge, Dr. Subhash sir, for delivering the welcome address and for being our backbone in our HCCU and also constantly motivating. Behind every successful program lies a management mandate of our committed faculty. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the immense contribution of our dedicated teaching and non-teaching staff. But not the least, our special thanks goes to all of our participants. The success of every program based on love and support of participants. The key to get your unconditional support. Thank you all so much. We look forward to the same in future also. Thank you.
মেল মনে হয় যাবে না, কারণ মেলের শেষ তো।
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Rani Sarkar. Now we have come to the finishing point of this webinar, and we must apologize once again to all the participants that due to some technical problems, we had to face some problems while organizing this webinar. While conducting the session, we will be improving our technical issues in the next time, in the next webinar when we will be organizing that. So, just asking the high cooperation and solicitation of all at the end of this program. Thank you all.
Hello.
Yes.
Here is a question from Chandrani Roy.
Yeah.
Yes. There is a question. Have you seen that video?
Yeah. I can hear.
So there is a question from one of our participants. Have you seen the question? The question is, I read out that question, okay? You listen me. E-learning system কতখানি কার্যকর করা পসিবল? E-learning systemকে কতখানি কার্যকর করা পসিবল? That is the question.
Actually, when I was talking about the positive sides of e-learning, I mentioned that given the gadgets, if all learners, if all the educational institutions, if they are blessed with required gadgets and internet access, online education it is a bliss. But alas, we do not have that type of infrastructure. In primary level, you cannot think of online education. Online education, whatever it is going on in higher education level. Okay, so we have to build up the infrastructure. We have to increase the infrastructure in order to build up a future-ready e-learning system in our country.
কারণ এখন সার্টিফিকেট পাঠাতে পারছি না, কারণ ওর তো শেষ হয়ে গিয়েছে। 1 সপ্তাহ রাতেই আমি শেষ করে দিই, 24 ঘন্টা হয় না।
Over to Major.
Yes. I hope she has got the answer. And dear participants, the feedback link has been already given in the chat box, both in this Google Meet platform and in the YouTube platform. And participants are requested to fill the feedback link form, and you will be definitely getting the certificate very soon. And we are also announcing that the same feedback link will be posted in the WhatsApp group opened for this purpose. And the participants who has not been able to participate or join in this webinar, they can also fill up the form, and our certificates will be sent to them for email. So we are ending. Thank you all.